Invictus here with another Let's Build at the Nuka World Red Rocket. And yes, I still have the Ferris wheel up. I haven't had the heart to tear it down. It's too much fun. All right, real quick, there's the brothel I made. I didn't make a video on it because, well, it's just a big old box. And but I was looking at the buildings around here, and I noticed that the snap and build roof there is very similar to that building in the background. And so I went with that kind of a roof. But that's not why we're here today. Today we're talking about gardening and trading, and we're building a vendor, a storefront, as it were. And I happen to be standing on one of them, and we're going to be building right next to and on top of the one that I'm standing on right now. So we are going to hop down here in just a second. Hope everyone's having a great 2017. Yes, I'm filming this on the 1st of January. Here is the building that I put together. Real simple, basic, but I can't get rid of this pole. Okay, I cannot scrap it. So I am going to have to build around it. And so I'm going to build a building that's kind of more narrow, but then I'm going to go up and over the top. And so let us take a look at what we're going to do here. Now I want to tie it in so that it looks good. It looks like we intended to build it this way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop a half floor here. And then I'm getting my spacing right, and this should fit just perfect. Oh, yeah, perfect. All right. So now we'll get rid of the half wall, or the half floor, and put up a half wall, because that's the step that I want to go up. So I'm going to snap this half floor here. And I heard that PS4 now has a pseudo workaround for the Place Anywhere, so I'm back to using that. And I will use it several times in this. Now I'll snap a full floor up here. Or wall. Jesus. You would think I had never done this before or something. Alright, now that I got that in place, I can build across. And this is going to give me a much better floor design. Something definitely different. You know, I always think back to Megaton and how shit was just built on top of. And it looked so cool. And now with mods, we can kind of achieve that effect. So I'm looking forward to doing much more building with that in that regard. You know, even in Diamond City, very similar, you know, stacked on top of each other kind of a build. And this is going to be a very tight build there. As you can see, it is right up against that other wall. And I end up trying out right here to see if I could snap this wall. And I was like, holy crap, look at that. It'll snap right in there. I end up leaving that in just because it just looked cool. All right. So, again, because I'm so close to that other wall, it's not going to let me snap a wall there, so I will have to use Place Anywhere to get that taken care of. Go ahead and place my door frame here. I've tried to snap the wall off the door frame. It doesn't work. Try different walls. You know, the old standbys. But I will go ahead and ease this wall in there and use the Place Anywhere to get it to snap right into place. I tried digging with that one some more. It doesn't go. I leave it there. And I don't know what the hell I was thinking here. I just stepped up half a step. So why would these steps then work? But, shit. I tried anyway. Oh, yeah, look at that. I'm staring at a floor. So we're going to have to move those. And one of the things that I hate about these stairs is that you have to squeeze past a wall to get to it. So I'm just going to extend the floors out a little bit more around this pole so that it's a much better flow for getting the stairs there. And now we'll just begin the task of plopping some walls around, and I run into an issue there. But we will overcome. I thought I had it there. Oh man, it popped in. I was like, yeah, the stare down worked. No, it didn't work. It's okay. So then I thought, oh, well, you know, I can put a floor up there and snap a wall off of the floor. No, that's not going to work either. No, I told you that's not going to work, Vic. Come on. Listen, I'm talking to you here. Look at that, though. Woo-wee. Gotta love Place Anywhere. Well, I proved with my last video with the layering and texturing that you don't need Place Anywhere to do a lot of things. Sometimes you just need it, especially when you're trying to force it through a telephone pole. I think that roof was kind of interfering with that one, but no biggie. All right, so I want to create some division between the two buildings. And I just did the one thing to not create division between the two buildings by putting those floors in there, but I'll fix that in a second too. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. Oh, I was thinking, what was I going to do? Because I just went up half a step. So now I'm going to have to put half walls on this section of the floor. And then put full walls on top of it. And of course I'll come back to that one in a minute. Fall down here. With all the mods in the world, I still fall down way too much. Yeah, here's where I realize I gotta take that floor out. So you come out here, it looks like one big building again, so. Damn pole. That's okay. It adds character, right? All right. So now we'll put our full floor or full wall pieces. What the fuck? Floor? Jesus, Vic. Whew. I'll get it right one of these days. And no, we're not going to put that there. Now, one thing I have certainly learned when dealing with mods that are building stuff, that you have to be careful. You have to make sure that, especially with the doorways, that they are nav meshed. Because if you don't, then your NPCs will never go in there. I don't know why I thought that would go there, but then I said, oh, I'll force it in. And you can see me using the Place Anywhere. It took a little bit of a learning curve to get that just right, but now I'm pretty quick with it. I thought, oh, maybe it'll snap to the bottom of that floor. Nope, no such luck. All right, we're getting there. And then I'll discover my next issue right here. I was like, ooh, ramps. That'd be cool. But they're too tall. So we end up going back with steps. I'm like, what the fuck kind of steps do those go to? And what kind of ramp is that? Holy crap. I don't know if our character can get up that. All right, so I'll use the little steps here. Now they snap together. That's nice. Then I realized that it's just going to be going from one set of steps into the next. So if I push these, if I use the Place Anywhere, slide these into the ones on the left, then we can give a little bit of space. Ultimately, I end up ditching this idea. Although it does work. See, you walk right up it. But then I thought, no, because the rest of the room is kind of a waste at that point. So we'll just move this door over. And I don't need to worry about using the place anywhere to get them all in. Then I saw those were sticking through the floor. Not enough for me to be concerned with. But safety first. Those sit really, really high. Those are totally useless. So I go back with these metal rails. And I end up coming up with a solution that works pretty well. And they look like they're supported. And the fact that they just went right in. And it's like in the wall now. Alright, we're golden. Same thing there. Now we're clicking along. Alright, let's we're gonna grab some walls here and get this room. Of course, I could have gone all the way over the top of this other building, but again, wanting to create some dimension and some layers, I didn't want to just blanket over the top of this other building. I only wanted it to partially cover it. And there are a lot more roofs now, too. Now that with all the DLCs and stuff like that. Well, it's the unlocked settlement objects based on stuff that was seen in the DLCs. Like that red roof, the second one that I put down was actually from the Nuka World DLC. I don't know why they didn't just give us this stuff from the get-go. Now, I don't know if you guys remember back the videos that I did where you can snap the floors underneath the roofs to give you a full-looking roof, and I will sit here and I'll dick around with this for a few minutes till I figure out the right flooring combination. I got that first one to snap in, and having fits with the rest, but I do figure it out without having to use like Place Anywhere or anything like that. Now we're starting to cook. Oh, yeah. This way it gives you a nice, good, flat roof inside, or a flat ceiling inside. But you still have the nice, different-looking roofs up top. It even works with the half floor there. And don't worry, I will fix the wall and the roof over where that telephone pole is. Come on, would I leave you guys hanging like that? Look, I have a quarter roof section there and half roofs. Yep, keep falling down the stairs, Vic. And so we'll go ahead and give us a flat ceiling in here as well. I don't know why I put that fence up around the damn garden section first. Because all I do is keep running into it. Alright, so it's too flat up there. I want to put it in a window. So these windows just look too new and clean for this building. So I'll end up doing something a little bit different. Now Notice this is from the unlocked settlement objects, but it's not, you can't move it once you place it. And the doorways from that mod are the same. Like here's a doorway from that mod. And the big problem with it is that it does not have a nav mesh. Notice it's yellow. I can't move it. I can't do anything with it. Now, luckily, I do have a mod. A different mod, same door. Notice it's white. Okay? So it'll snap to floors. I can move it. I can do things with it. So, and I've already tested, and I know that that doorway is nav meshed. Not that I'm using it as a doorway. But, so you just have to kind of be careful, because some of the mod authors have not gone through and fixed those little things yet. Now here's the big use of Place Anywhere. How am I going to get that big old thing in there? Well, I'm actually going to shrink it down to half size, and it actually fits perfectly for what I want it to do. I just need the appearance that it is supporting that upper floor. I don't know why I thought 4/10 would be enough. Oh, because I was going on the corner. That's what I was going to do. So we'll move this over here to the corner. Yeah, looking good. And again, not poking through enough that you're ever going to notice it. But then when I come in here and check, yep, we're good. I put a couple crates over in that corner or something like that. No, or a bed, something like that. And of course we want the middle, or towards the middle, to look like it has some support too. And I will end up moving these probably 2 or 3 more times in the making of this video, because they're sitting too far back. You don't really notice them. Then what the hell's the point if you don't notice them? I hope everyone's having a great New Year. I hope everyone had a great New Year's Eve. You guys partied a little bit, but not too much. Hangovers suck. Going to jail is even worse. Going to jail with a hangover is the ultimate in bad. And I wanted to play with the fact that it looked like maybe it was leaning a little bit. And by turning those legs around, it does give the perception that it is leaning a little bit, even though we know it's not. Just another way to use the materials here. I can totally see that it's poking up inside. So we're going to go ahead and lower those down just a little bit. So, how many of you have built at this location? That's the question of this video. How many of you done anything with the Nuka World Red Rocket? Because it's certainly a big space. But here's one of the things that I have found so far, because I have a mod that in the rest of the Commonwealth, it effectively gives me an unlimited build area. So, like, if you ever go back and look at like last week's video of the castle, the build bar is ridiculously small. These snapped in perfectly, and I was like, yes, additional support. I love it. But anyway, no one has fixed or lifted the cap for the Nuka World DLC for, well, essentially the Red Rocket here, because this is the only build area in the DLC. And no one's made a mod that fixes that yet, that I've found anyway. So I have to do the old gun drop glitch, and, scrap, or not scrapping, but storing in the build menu. So that I can continue building here, and I've already had to do it twice. putting the walls up around the perimeter by themselves almost totally maxed out the build area. And then, of course, I did the brothel, and it has a lot of interior walls, and I've got some decoration and stuff up. I also have the Ferris wheel, which I'm assuming would be probably help me out a lot there. Maybe that's a good reason to get rid of it. So, but yeah, so you have to do the gun drop to get more build area in here. And I dig these supports. Except for some weird reason, it wouldn't snap that way. It would only snap the other way. So I figured I would have to just use place anywhere and just kind of push it and, well, nudge it into position. Yep. There's me running into the fence again. All right. Now we'll finish putting up the supports around the edge of this thing. We'll tuck some more legs underneath. I'm digging it. Snap one back here. Another one in the middle. Now, these legs that I'm putting in, that I'm fixing to put in right now, I ultimately take them out, and you'll see why in a second. Well, a few seconds, actually. And notice there, I didn't lower them down, and that's the problem that I end up running into. I should have lowered them down a little bit. See there, I guess maybe I didn't because I saw them sticking through there. Never mind, I'll shut up now. Because I end up raising these up because I think that they're sticking through the ceiling a little too much. So I go, okay, that's understandable. I can live with that. But then when I come in here, I actually run into them. Notice, I actually step over them. You can see me, my elevation changes as I walk over them. And I'm like, what the hell? Even though you can't see them sticking up, it still throws them off. So I end up pulling them up right through the floor. And look, now my elevation doesn't change. So I know it's those stupid legs that end up getting in my way, so I end up deleting them. Much better. I don't want to give the NPCs any reason not to use that space. You know, if I put a bed up there or whatever, you know, I want them to be able to get to it. Now, here is where I fix the that telephone pole. I'm okay with the telephone pole coming through it like that. That's fine. I don't care. We've certainly seen them Bethesda do shit like that, you know, so why not us? And we'll go into the settings, turn the general snapping off. So it still snaps to the outside, but notice it's not snapping to the inside anymore. Man, I can't believe how well that went in. And now just to fix the roof. We'll get this thing wrapped up. Sorry for the long video. I kind of knew it was going to be a little bit longer, simply because I was using Place Anywhere a lot. And of course it wants to snap, 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 snap. Like, I just want to get to a position where I can slide it and then drop it in. And that's pretty close. Alright, I'm going to call that good. From here, I'm just going to use the nudge in the place anywhere. And we will slide it back into position. Not quite there yet. So yeah, tell me down in the comment section below if you've done any work here at the Nuka Red Rocket. Looks just like Bethesda put it there, doesn't it? Now I just got to fix this center roof section here. Get it to drop down. Still too much of a gap. Because remember, I raised that up so I could put that other roof in there. There we go. All right. Now let's go take a look at what we've got going on. It's looking marvelous. Got good support under that section there. Let's give it some stairs. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. I think that we accomplished what we set out to accomplish, which was to fill in that space and then come over the top. It looks well supported, and we are well on our way. I mean, hell, we could even do 2 shops in that one building just because of all the extra space that we have. Probably not. I'll probably use, fill it in with storage and shelves and stuff like that. Not too much, since I don't have the unlimited build space, and the gun drop glitch is what it is. Well, that's going to do it, Wastelanders. And until next time, take care of yourselves out there. This is Draco Invictus, saying this has been the greatest day of my life. See ya!